Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can run the container on the Cloud Run, which is a GCP serverless service for the containers to run. And I'm going to show you two or three containers how you can run that. And I'm going to show you stuff from my repository, which I've already created for you guys. It is the public repository, and all the commands and some of the documentation is available for you guys. So in my previous video, I've shown you guys how to set up the Google CLI or Google SDK on your laptop, whether it is a Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. So we have set up in that particular SDK in Docker. So now I'm going to show you how you can we already covered this stuff, so we are going to uh, use these commands. So I've already logged into my particular container, and as I told you, we are using Docker inside Docker. So as I told you, I'm inside the Docker, and let me show you Docker PSFNA. Let me navigate to the outside Docker, and I'm outside in my Windows machine. If I do Docker PSFNA, I just want to show you that we are going to do Docker exec in that particular um, container. If I do Docker exec and let me paste the command, and I will show you that. See, I'm inside the Docker, and if I run that particular command of Docker PSA, I'm still able to see the Docker, which is the same Docker container which I'm actually in. So what I'm going to do, I've already configured my credential here. So what I'm going to do is to set up my default region, but um, deploy you can deploy container on any region. So as the demo, I'm going to use this command gcloud run deploy hello world 3, which is actually the container inside the repository. So let's try to run this, and I'm going to copy this command. So if you want to set up your default settings with regard to the platform, so you have to do this. The reason of gcloud auth configure, let me show you that it is going to set up. First of all, let me set up this one. I'm going to use the managed platform for the for the cloud run gcloud. Let me use this command. So run cloud setup is configured. So you can set up your default region. I'm going to set up this. So this is US East 1. So I'm telling myself this is not just like AWS. In AWS, if your region is US East dash 1, so there is some difference here as far as the Virginia, region, US East 1. So I'm going to set my default region to this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure Docker. Why? What it is going to do, let me show you that. When you do gcloud auth configure Docker, uh, let uh, let me first of all say yes. Okay, so if I do ls, okay, pwd, I'm in the slash. If I navigate to the root, first of all, I have to see who am I. I'm logged in as a root. If I do navigate to root, and if I do ls, so you see this is nothing, but if I do lsfna, you will see a directory, hidden directory. And if I do ls, the configuration, auth configuration for our gcloud is living here. So if I do cat config.json, you see the same cred helpers and everything with regard to the Docker is living here. So if I do cd, I'm into the root again. So this is I'm doing all the stuff in the container. So if you haven't watched my previous video, please go and watch that particular video. Okay. So this part is done. What I'm going to do is to try this command. So let's see. So what it is going to do, gcloud run deploy hello world 3 image. GCR is the Google Container Registry. It is if I navigate to the console, I will show you that by default they have one image or container image is living there. If I navigate to the section. If I simply navigate to the GCR, Google Container Registry, so hopefully I'm able to find it. So let's see. So by default, they give you one hello world image. So enable registry API, okay, from the console, and okay, push images. And if I see, okay, the marketplace, okay, container registry, I guess I'm unable to find again from the console. So anyway, let's run the command, see what error it gives. So okay, so okay, permission denied. Okay, yeah, definitely permission denied is the right way, because uh the let me show you the command we have copied is actually this here cloud run hello. Okay, so let me just pause in the video because of the credential. I have to you see I have to update my API as well. So let me back with you guys in a moment. So guys, I have to just to show, if you just show you guys that I have the permission, and because I don't have the submit permission, so this thing I need to show you. So I'm going to fix this, and I will be back with you guys in a moment. So this error is all about with regard to the permission. So guys, previously the error was with regard to the project. I've set up the project again. So because I'm using the different project now, so let's try to run it. If I get error, I will try to fix this. So this is the way you should learn. And I mean, error are coming is, I mean, there is no way you will not face any error. So hopefully I'm able to run the command. So this time I'm not getting any error. So I'm going to click yes. So enabling service, I'm going to run the default container, and let me show you that if I find it, hopefully. So okay, so if I navigate to the compute engine, okay, where is the service of Cloud Run? Okay, compute service, and you will see that our container is going to be shortly available here. So you see, container is almost going to be available. So let's wait for a while, and it will give us a URL. Okay, so if I click this, okay, so this is the public URL. Let's try to access this. So yes, great. We have successfully deployed our first container on GCP through um, Google Sdk CLI. So let's try other commands, and I'm going to show you what else you can do with the CLI. So although you can create container from the console as well, so it is super easy. And now we will try to run some other stuff. So I guess this video is getting longer, and I'm going to show you in my next video how you can pull the custom image from your different repository or local machine and tag it and push onto the GCR, and you will be able to access your um, particular image or container which you have built custom from your Docker file um, Docker file and push to your repositories. You will be able to deploy on that particular Cloud Run service, and that should be a stateless container, and it should not be a WebSocket. So what I mean by WebSocket, I will cover in my later videos. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And this same stuff you can do from the console as well. So if I navigate to a Cloud Run, okay, create service. Let's call this, let's run this on your central one. I'm going to call this hello world one. Click next, and you're deploying existing image, and that's where you find uh, default demo container, which is going to be you will find in GCP. This is the one I was talking about, and I've deployed the same from the CLI. I'm going to select that particular container. It is available in the GCR repository. So I'm going to use that particular container. If you navigate to the advanced setting, if your container port is something different than 8080, you can change that as well. So these are the settings with regard to the Docker. I'm assuming that you are familiar with that as well. So allow unauthenticated invocation means that your container is going to be publicly available. So I'm going to create. So this is the container we have deployed on GCP from the GCP from the console. The advantage of learning CLI that and the console both, you should know and learn that you should be able to do the CI/CD stuff, how to automate all the stuff in as a DevOps. You should know both the stuff with regard to the console and CLI, so it helps you to learn a lot of stuff. So if I navigate to the Cloud Run, and you will see that we have two services running. Hello World 3 I've deployed from the CLI, and this is from the console. If I click here, and it is also going to give me uh, a public URL. So I'm going to simply use that. So you will see that message we are able to access our container. Thank you guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And hopefully I will upload next video by today as well. Thank you. Have a nice day.